Terry Pena went out to Nixon's today in Phoenix to see if anybody really knew what chads are.
Let's start by saying chads are that bit of debris that hangs from the punch card ballot. As you said, we came out to Nixon's tonight to see if anyone had any idea what we were talking about. In a restaurant where the walls are lined with political pictures that represent triumphant and tumultuous times throughout history.
I think everyone's eyes are on Florida just to make sure that the American process still works and that we all still have faith in the system.
Phil Maglino, owner of Nixon's, has certainly been keeping a close eye on today's developments. He even knew exactly what we were talking about in referring to a chad.
Some chads are punched all the way through, and some chads are not punched all the way through. And I think some are dimples, and some are actually all the way outside. And that's all I know.
I have a stack of demonstrator ballots here.
Today, Palm Beach County spokesman Bob Nichols outlined the 5 types of chads. The what? The hanging bit of debris on a punch card ballot is a chad. 3 types of chads qualified for the manual recount.
The hanging chad. That is a description of a chad which has been punched, but it is hanging from the top. They call it the hanging door chad.
I can see where seniors, if they were really feeble and they didn't understand what how the device worked, that they could not punch through hard enough. So they could have punched at varying degrees. I mean, that makes sense to me.
And leave yourself with a hanging chad.
And leave yourself with a hanging chad. Exactly.
The second type is the swinging door, which is counted. It's attached to the top and it swings out. A hanging chad would be hanging by one corner.
They've got the hanging chad, the bulging chad, the pregnant chad.
I love it. That's wonderful. We're going to have a whole new vocabulary by the time this is all over.
The other one that's counted is what they call a try. And the try chad also is counted.
Yeah, I think we really need to know who won fair and square, and I'm happy to wait as long as it takes for us to be sure we have the right person in the presidency.
The ones that are not counted are those that are called the pregnant chad. That's where the indentation is there and it bulges, but the chad doesn't go through.
Chad? No.
And the other one that is not counted is the dimple.
Chad? No, I don't know anything about that.
Phil Maglino says he's not at all surprised they had to size up the chads in an election as close as this one.
Gosh, who would believe that 50 million people would vote for one guy and almost 50 million people would vote for the other guy? It's just amazing how close this has turned out to be.
Okay, perfect. Back to us live now. Chad is not a new term. It's actually a reference that people in the business of voting card machines use and have used for a long time. Now it's a term that a lot of folks around here are using. And Frank and Jana, I can tell you that everyone around here tonight is talking about this issue.
It is certainly the talk of the town.
At least
And have you guys figured it all out now? Because I know you guys were talking about the whole Chad deal earlier.
Yeah.